Welcome to this Call of Champions class reveal video. Introducing Feng, the Razor's Edge. As the first female student at Yucati Temple, Feng overcame great odds to become one of the Arrow Realm's deadliest assassins. During a mission to kill a treacherous priestess, Feng discovered a terrible truth. Her master had betrayed her, and the woman she killed may have been the Arrow Realm's best hope for salvation. When she isn't at your command, Feng exacts her revenge on the Dragon Cabal, her master's menacing clan. Feng's abilities include Wounded Crane. Feng extends her chakrams, tripping her enemies while damaging and snaring them. Tiger Claws. Feng attacks with her chakrams at range, crippling her enemies and stunning them. Whirling Mantis. Feng spins at a blurring speed, increasing her movement speed while reducing the movement speed of nearby enemies. Tiger Swipe. Feng slashes enemies in front of her, dealing extra damage to crowd-controlled targets. And Eagle Strike. Feng teleports to a target champion, damaging and snaring them. Don't be afraid to strike enemies quickly and retreat. Use the Tiger Claws or Eagle Strike to stun or snare your enemy before unleashing Tiger Swipe to deal extra damage. Introducing Scorch Wildfire. Scorch is the self-proclaimed Lord of Mischief, delaying projects and tricking bishops. He assisted in freeing the monstrous fire elemental Magmatus. He might have more enemies than anyone else in the universe. Now, when Scorch isn't at your command, he continues to plan his devious pranks and schemes. Scorch's abilities include Devil Horns. Scorch rams into an enemy, damaging and knocking them backwards. Burning targets with Scorch's abilities grants him a maximum of 5 stacks. Using Devil Horns consumes them, dealing bonus damage. Infernal Breath. Scorch belches flames onto his enemies, dealing damage and causing them to burn. Afterburn. Scorch turns himself into a fireball and hurtles forward. After dashing, he can bounce between enemies at a high rate of speed for massive damage. Wildfire. Scorch beams fire outward in all directions. Enemies in the area are hurt and burned over time. And Ignition. Scorch covers himself in fire, dashing out of crowd control, leaving a path of fire in his wake. Enemies that stand in the fire burn over time. Stay at range and wait until the right moment to jump into the fray. When ready for the action, use Infernal Breath or Ignition before Devil Horns to fry enemies to a crisp. And introducing Seraphina, the Spear of the Heavens. As a young woman, Seraphina left her home in search of the fabled hero Kronos and his legendary Twilight Spear. After 3 years of searching, she found the spear buried deep in a knot of ancient ruins, and with it, a glimmer of her fallen hero's power. When Seraphina is not at your command, she fights alongside Gabriel as one of heaven's most distinguished warriors. Seraphina's abilities include Ascension. Seraphina soars with her wings and dashes forward, receiving a speed buff. Cyclone. Seraphina sweeps with her spear, damaging multiple enemies around her. Twilight Spear. The Twilight Spear is thrown into the fray, splitting into multiple spears of light that damage and stun enemies. Judgment. Seraphina soars across the battlefield to a target location and slams down, stunning enemies in the area and gaining a defense buff. And Atonement. Seraphina activates the power of light to increase the power of her basic attacks. Work together with teammates to lock opponents down. After casting Atonement, you'll need to land those auto attacks. If you get caught in the fight, use Soar to break free from crowd control. Thanks for watching this Call of Champions class reveal. Visit callofchampions.com for the latest news and information.